Separate courtrooms heard arguments today over President Trump's efforts to deploy National Guard troops to American cities. This evening, a federal judge in Chicago issued a temporary block on deployments in the Windy City, where the Trump administration claims troops are needed to address violent protests. We'll have more on that in just a moment. Meanwhile, a three-judge panel took on the question of whether the president exceeded his authority by ordering troops to go to Portland, Oregon. Now, despite those challenges, hundreds of Texas National Guard troops were on the streets in the Chicago area today. That deployment is focused on an immigration processing facility just outside of the city. Now, the Trump administration says those troops are only meant to protect ICE operations. Let's bring in CBS News reporter Ian Lee live for us in Chicago. Ian, you were in court today. What does this ruling actually mean? Do these National Guard troops just go back to Texas?
Hi, Elizabeth. You know, that is the million-dollar question right now. We're waiting for that ruling, that written ruling, to come out to kind of assess what that means for National Guard troops. That is uncertain at this point. But what we do know is during that hearing, we saw the judge just grill the lawyers defending the Trump administration, questioning a lot of their assessments. And that's what we saw in this ruling, saying that the DHS's assessment of the situation here in the city was just unreliable. And something that really drove that home was when they said that the courthouse that we were in needed National Guard protection. Well, the judge said, I talked to the U.S. Marshals, I talked to court officials. No one said that that building needed protection. And so she questioned how that could be. And so these are things that we saw take place during those proceedings. But, you know, tonight we do still have National Guard troops behind me. So the question is, are they going to stay here? Where are they going to go?
Yeah, and Ian, Democratic leaders have fought this deployment both in court and out. What do they have to say after today's hearing?
There's a lot of celebration from the Democrat side. We heard from Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. He said Donald Trump is not a king and his administration is not above the law. Today, the court confirmed what we all knew. There is no credible evidence of a rebellion in the state of Illinois. That is something we heard time and time again during that court case, this talk of a rebellion. What is a rebellion? If you and I may think of a rebellion as something from the Civil War, that clearly is not taking place. And so the judge really wanted to know what their definition was. We also heard from Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson saying that this ruling is a win for the people of Chicago and the rule of law. So there is a lot of celebrations taking place right now. We could possibly see the Trump administration appeal this ruling. It doesn't seem like this saga is over anytime soon, Elizabeth.
Certainly not. Ian Lee, thank you so much.